Where is Devil May Cry 6? It has been a few years since the last Devil May Cry. The reason is that Devil May Cry 6 hasn't been in the works. Because Capcom is focusing on other games right now. And one of the game developers wants to make a Devil May Cry 1 remake. Then a new game. But if they did, what would they make the game about? But there is a chance that a Devil May Cry 6 is a possibility. Because they just made a new animated series to start up the franchise again. Nero's really come into his own main character. In Devil May Cry 4, he started off in Dante's shadow.
You cooled off yet, kid? What's the matter? Why the glare?
You look as if you've just been playing me from the beginning.
But by DMC5, he got stronger both in story, unlocking his Devil Trigger and getting Yamato level power, and as a protagonist. He's got his own moveset, personality, and even a different vibe from Dante or Virgil. Video game gameplay potential. With his Devil Breakers and now his new Devil Bringer powers, there's tons of room for fresh gameplay mechanics. Capcom could lean into customizable arms, mobility, maybe even expand on his demonic lineage. Virgil's his dad, after all. A solo game could explore new combos, weapons, and even RPG-ish upgrades. Open book story directions. Nero's story is far from over. He's just come to terms with who he is, found his place between Dante and Virgil, and kind of ended DMC5 as the heir to the family legacy. You could do a solo mission dealing with post-DMC5 demonic threats, exploration of his human side, Kairi, Fortuna, etc. Something more psychological, like a clash between his human morality and Sparta bloodline. Brain's strategic move. Capcom might see Nero as a bridge between the old-school fans and newer players. Giving him his own game could jumpstart new ideas into the series without rebooting anything. So yeah, a Nero standalone game? Very possible. The only real question is whether Capcom wants to keep the series style or start spinning characters off like Metal Gear or Final Fantasy has done. Would you want it to be set after DMC5? Or maybe even a prequel showing his time in Fortuna before all the demonic craziness? Also, a game about Sparta would also be a possibility. The story practically writes itself. Sparta's backstory is full of mystery, but we know the key beats. He was a demon general in Mundus's army. There is not a lot of lore around his character except he was powerful and the father of Dante and Virgil. They could also talk about what was he doing for 2,000 years, and why he suddenly chose to settle down. Also a prequel about Virgil they could make. There's still a lot of mystery about what he was doing before Devil May Cry 5. What was his life with Mundus? What was his upbringing like? Was he captured immediately after his mother's death? If not, what was he doing up until Mundus got him? Did he have friends? A love interest? Who is Nero's mom? Why was Virgil so weak at the beginning of Devil May Cry 5? They could also do the same for Dante. What was his childhood like? Also, they could explore other mythologies like gods and angels. If there's demons, then there has to be angels, right? In DMC, Devil May Cry Reboot, the lore expands to include more overt, angelic, and demonic power dynamics.
Sparta armed his sons. The rebellion for Dante. The Yamato for Virgil.
So, Mundus killed our mom and imprisoned our dad.
Yes.
And we're the offspring of angels and demons.
Demon father, angel mother. We are Nephilim. The only ones that can slay the Demon King.
Good. How?
Spotter. Fucking demon collaborators. You're being dragged into limbo. I'll find Kat. She'll get you out. Stand firm.
Son?
Dante is half angel, half demon and Nephilim. This version plays more with the heaven/hell, though it's a separate continuity from the main series. Also, did Virgil and Dante actually know Sparta? There is a secret ending in Devil May Cry 5.
Little Virgil! Crying in the corner. Because mommy got mad.
I seem to recall you crying every time Father raised his voice.
How would they feel if they saw us now?
What does it matter? We're still here, aren't we?
Yeah, you're probably right.
Let me know if I got some stuff wrong, or missed anything in the comments, and subscribe.